Hello, my name is Scott for SB Gaming and welcome back to Transport Fever Sandbox Edition, and in this episode we will finally get around to setting up the steel industry, or at least expanding the steel industry. We will also need to make sure to connect up the coal, the iron. We need to supply, of course, the steel over to goods factories as well as machine and tool factories. It is a complicated chain, and most likely the next couple of episodes will just be specifically for steel. We've been doing this major overhaul for some time, and we have quite a few industries. What we would like to do right now is I want to check this. So we are down to just one forest that doesn't want to produce, one sawmill that doesn't want to produce. We have one quarry that's not producing yet. We have 3 construction materials that are not producing. We have 4 steel mills that are not. We have 3. We have 3 machine factories that are not producing. That's interesting. We have 2 goods factories that are not producing, and we have a chemical plant, Santa Clarita. Oh, that's right. About that. Santa Clarita, as well as the Palm Bay Forest. Really? Raise production to avoid downgrade. This has been completely removed. Let's just get rid of that. And so here, you know what? What I might just do, if we're not going to have any other lines coming into the station, let's run this. We're going to, no, this is Riverside logs that's passing through. We want to stop this train. Because what I would like to do, we are going to upgrade this station, or rather downgrade it to 2 platforms. We're going to say no to Second Street connection, and there's still a collision with that. Really? And now there is still a collision. Let's try this again. Okay, for some reason, if we oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, never mind. I can't? Really? Okay, well, one thing I will try to do, Second Street connection. No. Get rid of that. Upgrade. This has 5 platforms. Let's get rid of the Second Street connection. What are you having issues with? Alright, about that. Let's just step away from that. We want to make sure we reconnect this. Seriously? I was able to put this in without any issues. Seriously. Alright, we're not going to touch this. We don't need to. I was going to reduce it and just streamline things, but if we don't need to, we don't need to. So what I'm going to do is we are going to re-enable that and get going on the steel industry, which is yep. Turn on industries. So right now we are utilizing no, we don't want that. If we take a look at production, no, we want product. So right now we are utilizing the Denver coal mine, Downey coal mine, the Patterson coal mine, and that is about it. Okay, yeah, there's 7 total. We are utilizing the Miramar iron ore mine, which is this one here. Yep, okay. That has a limit of 200. We are utilizing the Riverside iron mine. That is the original one. And this one, keep production high. To upgrade in 2 months. There's 5 sitting there. And where is that being delivered to? Is that being delivered to over here? Yes, it is. There's 14 and 21 on the Ontario coal and iron line. And so we have how many trains on this line? It's not really bringing enough. This is at 12 of 12. We sell of 6 and 4. That's fine. Yep, alright, about that. We have this one was only hauling 5. This is coming back here. And this is coming back here. Alright. Now, over here, we have this coal mine which is producing. Keep production high to upgrade in 7 months. Let's turn that on. We have 33 units of coal sitting here, so that's actually good. Because that means these are... Yeah, about that. Actually, that is that one train. I did know that this was dropping production, so it's entirely possible that since this is now, this seems to be ramping up, that should be fine. If we take a look at the finances, and yeah, it was dead for a long time. It is now accumulating, so that's something. 360 in the first 3 months, so that's fine. But, okay, we only have the one vehicle on the line. This has a frequency of Denver coal, or not Denver coal. Yeah, TF Denver coal, 4-minute frequency. You know what? I might just want to replace this out. We have 33 units. What I want to do, yep, GE C40. Because right now we are running on 2.91 million in running costs. Actually, we'll do 3 for now. So that is running costs of 300 there. Plus one of these is maybe about 1.5 million a year. That's 1.38. Yeah, this is going to be cheaper. We have 4 of these at 200K per year, so yep. We will do that. We will replace now. Pay 6.1813 million. And we are going to buy 2, 3. We're going to clone it a second time. Denver coal. That reduces that down to 71 second. You know what? No, we're going to sell that one off. We'll just run 2 of them. 107 second frequency. Hopefully that encourages. And over here we have 3 vehicles on. finances. We added a few on, but it looks like, yeah, it had a favorable impact. We have lots of, well, about that. Vehicles. All right. What we want to do I have a depot over here? I must have deleted it. Buy road vehicles. We need a couple Freightliners, and they are going to go over to here first. Yep, we definitely need more capacity on the line. I really like these truck stations. Trucks pull in, load up, pull out. And of course, another line can come in on the other side and get out as well. Yep, that was badly needed, because if this is not getting enough coal and iron, it's not going to produce. It's going to drop demand, and it's just going to affect everything overall. Over here, we got some oil. We might as well add a few trucks to the line. And over here, we have 74 units of crude oil. We're still running these trains. Most of our trains are running, except this one here. It's going back to Ventura Chemicals empty. All right, about that. What we are going to do is we're going to replace out one of these, and we're going to go 3. Place now, $53.2 million. Although with that said, yeah, when they drop off here, they'll upgrade. Any fuel that they were carrying will get lost. We have plastics going back up that way. And this has a demand of 480 oil potential. What is this seeing? This is seeing, so it's dropped off. Potential 122. Let's ramp that up just a bit, because I don't think I have this machine factory. Nope, we are going to truck station. And yeah, I know I should be working on the steel. We're going to add these to the Ventura Machines and Tools line. Although I probably should have only put one on the line, just to get it flowing. And Cedar Rapids RT1. Yep, we're going to want to, it's a tram depot. Buy road vehicles. A couple of these on Cedar Rapids RT1. Alright, so we have 7 coal mines, 7 iron mines, and we have, of course, 7 steel mills. So what we are going to want to do, the setups that we have so far, Denver coal mine, which we've taken a look at. I think that was over here, which is supplying the Cedar Rapids Steel Mill through that connection. We've increased frequency or of something. We added trucks to this line, so that will ramp up. It has an immediate supply of whatever this is, steel. We have a production of 36. We have plastics coming in here because I think they can come in by train. They can come in by train, I think, along that line. Which actually I'm going to change to that color. Yep, so plastics can get over here. They can get over there. Steel is coming in here. We are going to want to supply more steel over to another goods factory or machine factory. Possibly right up there. We have this is a machine factory. The steel can get dropped down to here to be shipped over there. So I'm not going to worry about that. It could also potentially supply here if it came in this way. Alright, about that, what we are going to do is move on to the Downey coal mine, supplying the Downey Steel Mill. And Downey is over here. We have the coal over here, and we're just going to get rid of those icons because reasons. Coal from here over to there. We have iron ore coming from over there. So we have that taken care of. We have that taken care of over there. Which are we utilizing at the moment? We're utilizing the Cedar Rapids Steel Mill, the Downey Steel Mill, and the Gilbert Steel Mill. So we have Riverside Steel Mill, which is right over here. This will be supplied by this coal mill here, coal mine. We are going to build a road depot, Freightliner, Riverside Coal. Over here we have Riverside Steel, which comes in from here. And we are going to have Columbus Lumber. For Riverside Steel, we want Ontario Iron Ore. Ontario Iron Ore is, I think, here. So what we want to do is try to bring it in by train. We need to connect up that with that. I plan to utilize this Ontario coal mine for Palm Bay Steel, which is over off in this direction here, right there. And we have Miramar, wait a minute, Miramar Coal? No. Palm Bay Coal. Alright, so we are going to send that iron ore or coal off in that direction. We need to get this over to Riverside here. The easiest way to do that, I don't want to bring it into here. Don't want to bring it into here. I don't want to bring it into here because I don't want necessarily the coal and iron going the same route. So what I'm going to want to do, we are going to want to probably about this. I do kind of want to bring this right into here. That would be convenient. This was going to supply Palm Bay Coal. Where was Palm Bay going to get its coal? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, where are we getting our iron ore from? Palm Bay iron ore, it's going from Phoenix here. Okay, we were going to utilize this iron ore. I am thinking instead, what I can easily do is just actually truck this all the way into here. I was originally going to load it onto a train here, bring it by truck over to here. I could possibly, how many platforms are being used here? Yeah, I was going to bring that all the way into here. And then I was going to bring this iron ore over to there. Now that I'm thinking of it, yep, that's what I'm just going to do that. We are going to put a truck station, and we'll utilize one of these, and large country road. That's the thing, we already have that road bit there that I had set up a while back when I ran this passenger line. We are going to go that to about there. Force it up when or if we can. And we want to, like that. Although we want to bring that back. Like that. Although now that I'm thinking about it, let's let that train pass. Let's go about there. Well, don't bridge pillar collision then. If you don't want to bridge pillar collision, don't bridge pillar collision. Yep, that's a little bit cleaner. And we're just going to smooth that out. Alright, about that. Now we just have to connect this up to this. That road is gone. Let's extend that over to there. And now we are going to just put that in there. We are going to also need a depot. By road vehicles, Freightliner, Cascadia. Throw one on for now. We're gonna need a new line. This is iron ore. And this is RF iron ore. have Palm Bay coal. Comes into that platform. And Palm Bay coal does not have any vehicles. We're going to buy train. And we're going to buy one of those. We are going to go with 2 gondolas. And we are going to clone it 5 times. Palm Bay coal. And if we take a look at the frequency of the line, we have 5-minute frequency, 5 trains on the line. So that will, of course, supply both coal and iron to that line. And we are going to want to depot and buy a couple Freightliners to Palm Bay Steel. Wait a minute. I never completed that. There to there. There we go. So we have that up and operational. That will be able to supply steel at the very least for tools. We won't get plastics quite yet. Where is plastics being produced? Plastics being produced there. Are there any other convenient sources of plastic we can bring in here? So we no longer need this Palm Bay iron ore. Palm Bay iron ore, we can get rid of that. Although with that said, we could have recommissioned the line to ship that iron ore to where? Over to Riverside. So in that case, we are going to just, truck it over. This is getting even more convoluted. What I want is to we are going to have this. I'd kind of like to bring it that way. Large country road. And we want to raise it up if we can. We're going to switch to that. And now we kind of want to connect that. Actually, we could probably just do that. And no. Like that. And now we are just going to truck in the iron ore. I don't really like that curve there. So we are going to delete that. Connect that like that, and we're just going to build a small one. Phoenix iron ore, it no longer needs to go over there. So we're going to just delete that and bring this into here via that route. And now we just want to throw on a depot right there. Buy road vehicles. We're gonna buy 2 Freightliners. Phoenix iron ore. Although with that said, we're going to change this to RF Riverside Phoenix Iron Ore. Or maybe I should have done Phoenix Riverside. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's set up, so we will have steel being produced here, which can be delivered over to here. The steel could then, with Riverside logs, we have trains on the line, which aren't making... Actually, they made a little bit of money. So yeah, this was originally producing. And hey, we are producing. It's finally frickin' producing. Where does the Riverside logs go? Cape Coral lumber. Which then gets shipped that way. I could easily see steel being delivered on this line without any issues at all. Yeah, about that. What is the frequency of the Riverside? Trains. 6-minute frequency. We're losing $7.2 million. What we can do? Do we have a depot over here? No, we don't. Although I did have one right there. Not worried about that. We're gonna pull this like that. That looks fine. And depot. By trains, we're going to ramp up the frequency to 2 for now. We're gonna clone it 3 times and then Riverside logs. Alright about that. So worst case scenario, this will be able to see demand over there for steel. Although with that said, demand is being supplied by here. Where we do have quite a bit of steel. Augusta Planks line. You're all waiting for a free path. You're waiting for a free path. You are waiting for a free path. What is your issue? Seriously? Just walk away. Just walk away. We just want to get rid of the icons because reasons. I will go blind otherwise. Let's drop it down to 1 speed. Alright, so Riverside has steel production. Where do we want steel to run up to? Steel, we need steel in... up here. Is there a convenient location for steel? Not really. If we get steel and plastics, and this is not producing. Santa Clarita Plastics does not have. It's fine. We can always set up that line. Machine Factory. Okay, we are going to do I just road line? If I were to Santa Clarita Plastics stops there. I'd want to set up a boxcar line as well as a stake car line. We have 4 platforms here, more than enough. And yeah, this was an interesting design. It can they can all get out that way. They can all come in that way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yep, I bet that. So, what I would like to do... Yep, we're going to run steel off in that direction. So over here... Do I have a platform? No, I don't. Yeah, I'm going to... For now, we are going to do that. We are going to upgrade this to 8 platforms. Apply. Although we do not necessarily need 8 platforms. That actually connects to that. Although then we are going to need... That just barely connects. Alright about that. So what I would like to do then is... yeah, about this. Or I can run this... Or I need an overhaul and rethink of my freight network, the infrastructure and all that. We are going to probably have to take this out so that we can run this. I'm going to have to make sure... bother. Actually. That. Bring this down and into here. Does that mess up things up? And a little bit there, that's fine. Now, what we want to do is we want to take that line and this is Riverside Freight. We are going to want to lock this into Terminal 8. And we can actually keep that. Although with that said, it'd probably be easier to bring this into here. We're going to disconnect that. And yep. Bring that into there. And now Riverside Freight, we need this, yeah, to lock to 6. And now this has no path. We need this to come back. We will need it to get past the points. Right there. Flip you around. And in like that. Now, I'm actually going to straighten this out a bit. All right, now what we want is we need to tear that apart, because we are going to need to somehow bring this. We need to cross over. So we will once again delete this. Vehicle is in the way. Do we have... Vehicle in the way? You are... Well, that will explain that. Riverside logs. Then get out of the way. Can I... Yeah, let's delete it. And now we are going to... Although with that said, yeah, we've killed the other connection there. What I want to do is I want to get this back onto this. And actually that works out pretty good. We just have 3 industries reporting problems. That's fine. So now what I'd like to do no, we need this to cross over. Too much slope. You are... Where are you going into? You're supposed to be going into there. That's Ontario logs. This is not a one-way signal. Is there a train that has reserved that as a block? Let's throw signal there. Yeah, possibly that train. Is this a... Yeah, it's a Riverside Logs train. Alright, about that. Now, what we want to do is... we need to get this crossing over there. If I didn't have that, then this would actually be a little bit easier. We are going to need to bring this over to about there. And we are going to want to double slip switch that. So now we are going to want to start a new line. Line manager we need from here over to here. We're going to lock that there, and over here we do not want it to go into that platform. We want it to go into platform 5. And we want to change this over to RF Santa. Oh no, not an RF. TF Riverside Santa Clarita Steel. Over here, we are going to want to set up a boxcar line to pick up this. Of course, with that said, this, do we have any vehicles? No, we don't. So we can immediately supply into Santa Clarita. Santa Clarita Plastics. Oh, I don't want to do that. Yeah, because what's likely going to happen is... actually, no, that's not a farm, that's a food processor. It's entirely... Actually, no, there's boxcars running there, so that's... Grain is not going to make its way over here. Santa Clarita... If I do a boxcar line from here over to here... This is my Santa Clarita freight station. I'm not going to be bringing freight into here. So boxcar line from Santa Clarita. Do I have one Ventura, Ontario? Riverside, Ontario? Nope, we are just going to Alright, we have that coming into there, that coming into there. Alright, about that. We are going to utilize this platform. Maybe, because this was supposed to be a pass-through, although with that said, it's not quite that much of a pass-through, given... Yep, I will have to bring this over into here. Unless I... bring this over into here. Or I just switch this over. So this goes like that instead. And I can run the boxcar into there rather than switching this over to like there. Which means that I can get rid of that. And we will run a boxcar line from there over to there, over to there. And that should be good. Alright, it's going to be coming into there. What I'm going to do is we're going to put a depot right here. By trains, GE C40. We're going to run 2 boxcars and we are going to clone this 3 times. This is going to be new line from here and we'll force it on to terminal 1. This is going to be a general TFM line. TFM Ontario to Santa Clarita. There, over to here, over to here, back to there. And what we do not want is for no, please don't. Although with that said, let's just bring that like that. Although now that's going on that side. Awesome. Now, over here we have Santa Clarita Plastics and Ontario Santa Clarita. The steel line does not come in here. Now, with that said, I could also just road freight line from here to here. And just bring them all in here and get rid of this. It's a possibility. Nah. We'll bring in the steel directly into here. Yeah, about this. At this point, though, what I'm probably going to do is end the episode here. We have a number of the steel mills starting to ramp up. We'll have a number of production, but yeah, I definitely need to take a break here. I have a few things to do, including some of the videos for this series I need to get edited and uploaded. And it's already been 50-ish minutes, so yeah, about that. But what I will do is off screen, I will set this up. I'll get things operational. And so we'll have Riverside Steel coming into here. We'll have a boxcar line doing that. We already have a boxcar line going like that, as well as over like that. And yeah. And we're coming down to the last handful of episodes. Anyway, at this point in time, I'm going to take a break here. And we will continue off with more Transport Fever Sandbox Edition in the next episode. Thank you for watching. My name is Scott Frisbee Gaming. And as always, have a good day.